Crawford TV. The world is thinking.
So the first is intergenerational relations. The second are new pressures on young people. I don't think that it's enough to kind of revert to the Who's kind of classic notion of the kids are all right. I think actually that there are specific issues about current youth and the pressures upon young people which express themselves sometimes in problematic ways. But finally, and that's what I was alluding to there, to say something about social responses to behaviour and how they have changed. So first of all, intergenerational relations, of course, actually, contrary to James Q. Wilson's quote that we had there, actually what is changing is that his population is becoming older. Populations aren't becoming younger, and actually that's one of the key issues in terms of intergenerational concerns, that we have an ageing population, a population for some very understandable reasons may have heightened sense of anxieties, but also may have a greater dissonance in terms of cultural proximity with young people, for very understandable, again, reasons. So that what we have also is, I think, a transformation in youth. It's often couched in the language of the decline of deference, but I think it's more than that. It's also about the way in which young people and adults relate to each other. That nowadays, young people are not reliant upon adults to slowly impart the secrets of adulthood to them in a way in which in previous generations they did. Young people have much greater access to information. They can find out themselves in ways in which they don't rely upon adult figures. Adult figures had much greater authority and control in a sense that transition from childhood to adulthood. That might be something we might be concerned about, but it's a fact of the contemporary modern information age that we have and we have to address. So in some senses, I would suggest adult fears are a product of a changing relationship between adults and young people, which leaves them feeling more fearful and a sense of loss of control over youth, as well as some sense a kind of greater dissonance with young people. Young people, of course, are much better able to adapt to the technologies that modern society presents to them. Most adults have to defer to their children to switch on the new computer or to how to work their iPod, rather than vice versa. So in some senses, young people actually may be ahead technologically than are their peers.